and welcome back to my channel. I'm popping on to make a very quick video of a deck that's arrived today, and the reason I've decided to do this walkthrough for this particular deck is because I have seen a number of requests on a variety of Facebook pages when it comes to tarot, or here on YouTube as well, where people have said, you know, can anybody recommend decks for beginners, or decks for younger people, or decks that, you know, will possibly help somebody returning to tarot after a long sort of sabbatical, and, you know, they need sort of to refresh their memory recall when it comes to the meaning of the cards. So I had seen this particular deck on Etsy, I liked it, and I decided to go ahead and order it. And I hope it does end up serving its purpose for the person I have in mind for it. So this is called the Simplicity Tarot, and it is created by Emily Muniz, and it's the Red Rose edition. It's a lovely box, and the metallic look on it and the colours, that actually shines different colours there that you can see there, and it does on the box as well. If we do that, you can see the sparkle on the box when it catches the light here as well. So let's see what it says on the back of the box of the Simplicity Tarot. Simplicity Tarot, the Red Rose Limited Edition, is a working tarot deck of 78 cards plus 2 extra cards and guidebook, which depicts different nationalities, ethnicities and cultures. Ethnicities. Do you know, sometimes isn't it really difficult to get your tongue around a word? Keywords have been placed at the bottom of each card to aid in the ease of tarot reading. To simplify tarot reading further, the more advanced symbology was removed and the essential symbology was kept. Simplicity Tarot, dedicated to the lovely tarot community. We are a diverse community, come from many different walks of life, are all united through the love of tarot. And our box opens back to front. And there we go. Inside we have the moon with roses there. Try and get the light on it there for you. And there we have the Wheel of Fortune at the back, and it says, "May this tarot deck always bless you with divine fortune and luck." The book that comes with this deck is the Guide to the Simplicity Tarot. Now, within this, there's some guidance as to cleansing your deck, connecting with your deck, and tarot spreads for the next 3 months, etc, etc. There's a few spreads in there, and then we head into the majors, where we have the upright keywords, reverse keywords, and a sort of definition as to the Fool. Okay, and it's pretty much as you would find in a little white book. Now, the cards are divine. Look at that beautiful gilding on them, and if you look carefully, if I can catch it right in the light, you will see that within this gilding there are stars. See that? All those stars? And I actually thought that that was a filter put on the photograph. I didn't think that that was what the deck looked like. So seeing those stars, albeit you're getting a brief glimpse there, when you're holding the deck in your hand and you can see this abundance of stars sort of shining back at you, it's almost magical. So that's stunningly beautiful, and it's something I've not seen on other decks. The backs of the decks look like this, so they are reversible. Okay, and again, they're a lovely colour. So Emily was definitely not wrong when she was saying that a lot had been removed and just left us with the essentials needed to learn about the character, the Fool. So on here we have Carefree and New Beginnings. Many of us would read a lot more into that with the colour of the clothing, sort of the green for new growth, nurturing, peace, groundedness, yet the white of the innocence and the flying forward, going forward, you know, with so much innocence and courage, really, in order to take the first steps of your, you know, on your new journey. And then the blues, being in touch with spirituality, and also the blues for cleansing. So it's really, really quite pretty. It's simple, as it says, the Simplicity Tarot. And we'll go through now. I'm not going to spend too long on any particular card. I just want to show you how simple it is and read the keywords at the bottom, so that you can decide if you are looking for something for somebody who is just setting out in the world of tarot, or somebody who has a difficulty recalling the definitions or the meanings of the cards. There's just a couple of keywords on each that would sort of push that, memory recall. So the Fool, carefree and new beginnings. The Magician, manifestation and power. High Priestess is intuition and mystery. The Empress is fertility and nurturing. The Empress, set rules and authority. The Hierophant, beliefs and ethics. The Lovers is romance and commitment. The Chariot, progress and movement forward. Strength is self-control and courage. The Hermit, introspective and solitude. The Wheel of Fortune, good luck and chance. Justice is balance and fairness. The Hanged Man is sacrifice and surrender. Death, endings and new beginnings. Temperance is patience and duality. The Devil is bondage and toxicity. The Tower is destruction and sudden change. The Star, hope and spirituality. The Moon is illusions and fear. The Sun is happiness and success. Judgment is conclusion and judgment. And the World is completion and achievement. Now here we have 2 extra cards. Okay, now I don't know how you all feel regarding extra cards in a deck. I think when a creator has created a deck and gone to that extra mile to create additional cards that they feel would add richness and depth or another slant on tarot, I think that they're well worth it. Now some extra cards I do take out and I have put to one side because I don't use them, so I use them as bookmarks and things, or I use them in tarot journals. These 2 I think are really nice, and I think that they could actually be used as extra cards to pass on an extra message. You see, albeit we have no keywords on these 2 cards, they do have titles. Our first one is Spiritual Guide. And that's somebody with all her divinatory tools in front of her. There's a crystal ball, her tarot cards. She has, I think there are runes there as well. Crystals, books, candles for scrying, tambourine for sound, for raising the vibration of the place, music. It's all about listening. It's all about listening to guidance. Sometimes it said, well, how can runes be listening? Listening to maybe having a reading, maybe just an image to tell you to listen to all messages that come your way. Perhaps there is a subliminal message in your everyday work that you are not seeing, saying look and listen and feel the message that's trying to get through to you, that someone's trying to pass through you. So your spiritual guide, this could be in a deck, and if it was pulled out for somebody, are you actually really listening? Listening here, listening not just with your ears, but with your eyes, with your hands, with your taste, with your smell, with your sight. Are you listening, doing full body listening, both to you and to what's going on around you? You know, some of us, I can be guilty, but just walking through life with my head in the clouds, not seeing or hearing anything, missing those little messages that could be trying to get to me. Then we have spiritual cleansing. So how would I use that in a reading? Spiritual cleansing. Perhaps this person's overworked. Perhaps they're worn down. Perhaps this card is being shown to say, do you know something? It's time to take time out for you. Yes, we have our hermit card, but this is like self-care. This is like taking the time to meditate, ground yourself, align your chakras, do what you need to do in order to make you feel emotionally, psychologically, even physically fit and well to address every day. Sometimes just taking time out to have our own spiritual cleansing, whether it's a Reiki treatment, whether it's meditation, grounding yourself, you know, bathing in that aura of bright white light, whatever it is, that's just a bit of advice to listen to self-care. So you've got two cards there, one telling you to listen to everything, including your intuition, okay, and the second one is telling you to take care, take time out and cleanse your mind and your spirit in order to be able to carry on an everyday basis, particularly if you're feeling a little bit loaded down with work and situations at the moment. So that's just those two spare cards. Sorry for waffling on a little bit there now. So now we're going to go on to our minors, and again, just like our majors, our minors have keywords as well, which is very nice to see. So we'll start off with the suit of wands, and our ace is work and creation. 2 is contemplating and enterprise. Contemplating and enterprise, thinking about business perhaps. 3 of wands is progress and productivity. Progress and productivity. We've got celebration and stability for the 4 of wands. Competition and fighting for the 5 of wands. 6 is victory and progress. 7 is valour and perseverance. 8 is acceleration and movement. 9 is guarded and resilient. Burden and labouring is 10. Page of Wands is new ideas and creativity. I think it's nice having keywords on the courts because sometimes the courts can cause a little bit of confusion for people. Knight of Wands is adventure and passion. Courageous and driven is the Queen of Wands. And leadership and charismatic is our King. Now we're going to go on to the suit of cups. The cards are a lovely cardstock. They've got that buttery feel to them and slide nicely off each other. They're not sticking together at all, which is lovely. Cups. The Ace of Cups is love and emotion. 2, partnership and true love. 3, festivities and fun. 4, boredom and lacking interest. In the doldrums, basically. Pessimism and depression is our number 5. Pessimism and depression. The past and innocence is number 6. 7 of Cups is options and pipe dreams. Walking away and separation is the 8 of Cups. Pride and wishes fulfilled is the 9 of Cups. And contentment and family is the 10 of Cups. Page of Cups is emotional message and a surprise. Faithfulness and romance is our Knight. Intuition and empathetic is our Queen. And empathetic and caring is our King of Cups. The next suit that we're looking at is the suit of swords. The Ace is success and logic. The 2 of Swords, crossroads and undecided. Three of Swords, despair and heartbreak. Rest and meditation is the Four of Swords. And that would fit nicely with that spiritual cleansing messenger card that we had there. Five of Swords is conflict and defeat. Six of Swords is escape and travel. Sneakery and thievery is our Seven of Swords. Bondage and imprisonment is 8. Anxiety and stress is 9. Betrayal and suffering is 10. On guard and new information is our Page. Aggression and rapidness is our Knight. Independent and assertive is our Queen. And dominant and stern is our King. And finally, our last suit is coins. Pentacles, or as they're known in this deck, the deck of coins. So Ace is prosperity and new opportunity. Juggling and multitasking is the Two of Coins. Art and collaboration is the 3. Greed and control is 4. Illness and poverty is 5. Charity and help is 6. Investment and determination is 7. Work and learning a skill is 8 of coins. Abundance and luxury is 9. Wealth and family unit is 10. Admiration and money news is the Page of Coins. Admiration and money news. The Knight is productivity and practical. Very, very sort of grounded individual. Productivity and practical. Nurturing and security is our Queen. And leadership and abundance is our King. Our Queen always reminds me, our Queen of Pentacles always reminds me of the Empress as well, very similar qualities. And that is the Simplicity Tarot by Emily Muniz. Look at that. I wish you could see this as clear as I can in my hand here. It's quite beautiful. Quite beautiful indeed. I wonder how they did it. Anyway, that is me for today. I just thought, like I say, pop on. If you're looking for decks for beginners or for a younger person, I would recommend this deck. I just find that it's clear, it's light, it's not overly full of symbolism that sort of bogs people down initially if they're not used to it, and a step in the right direction, definitely. I think it's a stunningly beautiful deck to look at, and I just find that the whiteness and brightness around it is very refreshing to see too. I didn't think I would have been drawn to a deck that looks like this, but you know what, I actually am liking this. So there you are, folks. I hope you've enjoyed that walkthrough, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you for watching. Do take care. Bye bye now.